Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, X-Wing players and potential X-Wing players. Welcome to round 3, where Rogue-2 is the first player in this salvage mission. Hi, my call sign is BatMando, and you are welcome to our channel. In the system phase, I decided to drop a bomblet there. I'm not certain if Rogue-2 is going to bring his force in that fast, but I don't want to find out otherwise. So now we are going to go ahead and move on to see what it is that Rogue-2 is doing for his first maneuver. And moving our marker there to show that he is definitely first player. So we put the finger down on the asteroid, and lo and behold, yes, Rogue-2 hit that asteroid with the template as it flew over with the narrowest of margins, but it was there. So Rogue-2 has already rolled, and he received 1 damage from the asteroid and 1 more from the roll afterwards. He decided to go ahead and focus up there. Now we have another movement from his A-Wing. And then he's going to look at his options and figure out what it is that his A-Wing is going to do. And lo and behold, the A-Wing is taking a target lock onto Dutch right there. Now you may recall that the X-Wing that he's moving right now was wounded pretty badly by proton rockets last round. So he's trying to, for the lack of a better word, bug out right now. And then making a decision as to which way is he going to go, and he decides to take a boost inward, just barely missing that debris cloud. So now we go ahead and get my people to go. Garvin is going to go ahead and move on forward there. Garvin is going to go ahead and focus up, because that's what you do with Garvin. With his ability, it doesn't make any sense not to. So then we're going to go ahead and move Dutch on forward, while I try to figure out what it is that I am going to do for my action. I would like to kindly ask that please subscribe to our future transmissions and click like on the videos that you like, because you are our only hope. So that being said, my action is to go ahead and put a lock. And then with Dutch, you're able to do another target lock, or give a target lock to another person to the same target, regardless of range. And then we're going to go ahead and see where it is that we're going next. Some discussion about something going on there, I forget what. And then lo and behold, it is time for Rogue-2 to go ahead and start moving his people. So he goes ahead and moves there, and then weighs out his options, decides to go ahead and pick up a crate. So he'll be getting credit for that crate later. It's a little bit iffy on whether he should have boosted or not. And then we're going to go ahead and mark our A-Wing here, so that his other level 5 T-70 can go ahead and do a bank maneuver. And it was close, but he was able to clear the obstacle there. Go ahead and put the A-Wing back in its spot. And now we move on to other things. So he will go ahead and focus up. And now it is my turn to go ahead and start moving my 5s. So Psycho Tycho taking a very, very fast forward there. And then me weighing out my options as to whether to daredevil in or to simply pick up a crate. And I decide to pick up a crate instead. Now we have I believe it is Thane that is moving forward and coming in hot. So checking out my options, and I decide to go ahead and target lock right there. I forget if that's Thane or if that's Corn, but we will see later in gameplay who that is. Now moving on to our next person. Moving forward with a bank maneuver and then claiming that crate. So we examine to see that the bomblet has no effect by checking range 1 all around. And now it's time for shots. So we're having to use a laser line there to figure out if there is actually a target in arc, and there is. But he misses the range 3 shot there. Now looking at his other options for his other 5, who is he going to shoot at? And of course, you got to take the range 1 shot there. And he has to use heroic because he blanked out on all those shots. So in which case, using heroic, re-rolling all 4, coming up with a better answer. Then I will go ahead and roll for Dutch. We have to have some discussion about the modification, and of course I'm dropping dice, and there we finally have it. And Eloatsi delivers 2 hits and a crit, or 2 crits, stun pilot and damage sensor array. So Dutch at this point in time is 2 away from death. Luckily, he will survive into the level 4 so that we can actually get some shots off. So Corin moves a lock on over there. And then Corin will go ahead and fire Magpulse, spending the lock. And with all the results right there, you can see that Rogue-2 is not exactly entirely happy with that. He had to use elusive. So Corin delivers a single hit. And then we're double checking to see if Tycho has a shot. And Psycho Tycho, no shot in arc this round. Yes, we may have picked up the crate to pick up some more points, but sometimes when you pick up the crate, you also miss opportunities to finish off a certain pilot or two. So, now, trying to determine what we're going to be doing next here, and we're going to go ahead and take our shot. So Thane delivers a Magpulse crit. And the crit is loose stabilizer onto Kirakun, I believe. So Kirakun is now depleted, jammed, so no more focus if she had one. And not in the best of spots right now. So Kirakun is going to deliver 2 hits and a crit into Dutch, and Dutch Vander is dead. The crit was Panicked Pilot. Now, he is still going to stay on the board there because he is a 4, just like Kirakun, and matching results or matching initiative means that I still get to shoot during the 4s. So now you're going to see me go ahead and take a shot. And then we had some discussion about a certain ship, certain placement, various other things. Double checking the arc, making certain that we're good on the arc. So sometimes you bring in another player, and this other player, his name is Mr. J. Mr. J is an occasional judge for different tournaments, and right now he is doing his best to try to determine whether that ship has a shot. And as you can see right there, Carcoon does have a shot. So, delivers a hit, and Garvin is going to lose the shield. Now Garvin is going to return fire with a range 1 bonus, spends that focus, hands that focus right on over to Dutch, as his ability is. And then Garvin delivers 3 hits and a crit, and that is the end of Carcoon. So then, after discussions of various other things, we come to Dutch's last shot, and Dutch did get 2 focus and use the focus to turn him into hits. Rogue-2 has to use heroic just to prevent any damage from coming in. And that is the end of the round, ladies and gentlemen. So, Resistance ahead by 1 victory point, Rogue-2 pulling ahead still. And please click like, drop us a comment, and while you're doing those 2 things, subscribe, support our channel. Same BatMando time, same BatMando channel, and as always, BatMando out.